Reality is a construct of perception. Carl is a construct of coffee and bad life choices. Here they meet in Carl versus reality.
Salutations. Today you join me as I wash up. Trying to get some chores done as well, because best to keep on top of these chores and that kind of thing. And I thought, well, do you know what? Maybe we can do them together. If you haven't done the washing up, maybe pause this podcast and get it all ready, and we can wash up together. A job shared is a job halved. Not out in a tree this week. Just figured that, I'm not been out for a walk yet, so just been doing other bits and pieces, the old self-care and all that. But having said that, I'm trying my best to look after myself, but I'm pretty sure my cat is trying to kill me. Yeah, you've heard him in the background a couple of times. His name is Biscuit, and I'm convinced that little bugger is actually trying to knock me off, because it's as an example, he does tend to get under my feet quite a bit, which isn't really unusual for a cat per se. And but it's like when I'm going down the stairs mainly, especially first thing in the morning, he's always literally under there. He'll wait at the top of the stairs, wait for me to start walking down the stairs, and he'll bomb it down next to me, getting under my feet, right? And it was just fine. I mean, I'm aware he's coming there. I'm aware that, he's doing it, so it's not necessarily going to come as a surprise, but I don't want to end up a crumpled, broken heap at the bottom of the stairs, because I don't want to do that, So, so there's that. And I told my girlfriend this, and she said, "Oh, don't be so silly. He's not sort of planning your demise in any way, shape, or form, really." But there's other clues. When I first got to know him, turns out I was actually allergic to him as well. So my first day I saw over, spent the night here, I couldn't breathe. It turns out I was actually allergic to his fur. So that's the second thing. So I started out to hiss him his fur. Ha ha! Fooled you. You're not going to get rid of me that easy, cat. And then, it's sort of... I've been here now for about 7 odd months now. About 7, probably even 8 months. I actually don't know. Living here. And the other day, he's upped his game a little bit. And this is where it gets a bit concerning. So, an innocent bystander would say, "Oh, it's all in your head." So, when a cat makes biscuits, it's called Biscuit, he makes biscuits, He, when they use their paws, they need where they're going to lay. If it's nice and soft, they'll start making biscuits. So it looks like they're kneading dough. That's the way they say making biscuits. Looks like they're making biscuits, right? So he does that a lot because he's a very affectionate cat. He's very sort of purry and all that kind of thing. And the other day, I was asleep, and I became aware that he was climbing on top of me, which is it happens quite a lot. It's adorable, so it's fine. It may be like 4 a.m. or whatever, but it is what it is. I have my eyes closed and all this kind of thing, not really sort of think much of it. And then I noticed he was getting closer and closer to me. He got really, really close to me, right? When I say close, he got close to my face, yeah? And then he started making biscuits on my throat. I was like just because I wasn't expecting it. All that cat pressure suddenly on my throat. And then my girlfriend woke up and was like, "Are you alright?" I went, "The cat's trying to kill me. He's literally trying to choke me out in my sleep." "What do you mean?" "When he's making biscuits on my neck." And so my eyes were open, and the light of my alarm clock, which is like a nice sort of greeny sort of colour, illuminated his menacing face as he made biscuits on my throat. Also, I got him to stop it because, it was very, very uncomfortable. But, that was an experience. I wasn't quite expecting that. But obviously, all joking aside, it is actually really sweet because obviously he's laying on my beard. I've got a big old beard, and it's obviously soft for him to lay on. So obviously, he's laying on that, and then pretty much that is what is going on. But So he's trying to kill me slowly, and I fooled him. It's a bit like the Wile E. Coyote in Roadrunner. I think he must be Wile E. Coyote. I must be like Roadrunner. I don't know in that analogy, but he'll never get me. He'll never take me alive, and that's the worrying thing. But yeah, so that's been going on. Also, this is kind of a strange one, really. So another thing about me is that I wear contact lenses, and I have done now for quite a while, for about a year now, I think. Long story short, I've worn glasses for the last 20 plus years because I'm very, very short-sighted, and you know, this is one of them things. But the thing was, obviously people in the know will be able to know how this story's going to go, but for the people who don't know how this story's going to go, so last year I went to Centre Parks, and my girlfriend was like, if we get contact lenses, you can wear them in the swimming pool, that way you can see what you're doing rather than sort of just not being able to see, because you know I'm very, very short-sighted, and so I went and had all the appointments and that kind of stuff, and then the last appointment I had, where I had them all fitted and as they were comfortable, they were happy with me putting them in, taking them out and all this kind of stuff, and at the last second they're like, oh, by the way, you can't wear them in swimming pools. The very last thing they said. So yeah, so anyway, so I started wearing contact lenses because it's actually a lot easier. As someone who's worn glasses for the last 20 plus years, it's actually quite nice to be able to see the entire world as it is, rather than through a frame of glass, which lets me see. But anyway, so you know, it was a bit of a transition from when I went from wearing glasses to contacts. All my colleagues at work are a bit like, oh, you're not wearing glasses and all that kind of stuff. But you know, since then I've actually moved job. I've changed where I am. And people only know me from wearing contact lenses. In fact, they don't even know that I wear contact lenses. It doesn't really come up. I said I'm not secretive about it, and I do say about it. But I've noticed recently that, well, for a few days, well, there's a day where my eye was hurting a little bit. And then I woke up in the next morning, and it wasn't hurting like continually, but it sort of hurt in the night. And I thought, do you know what, I might not wear my contacts to work today because I think, you know, it's going to probably need time to heal or whatever. So I decided to myself, what I'm going to do is I'll just wear my glasses to work, and you know, didn't think anything much of it. And people kept saying, "Oh, you got new glasses?" And we're like, "No." "Oh, no, you never seen me wear glasses before." So then I explained that, you know, I'm a long-time glasses wearer, and the fact that it didn't even register to me that I was just wearing glasses. And the amount of times I had people coming up to me and saying, "Oh, you got new glasses?" And I just have to go for the same thing, but it's just a very unusual sort of situation to be in. Obviously, having worn glasses for, like I say, decades, and you know, just used to people seeing me wear glasses, and then you know, just having to go through the explanation, and you know, it's unusual for people. And the weird thing is, though, people say, "Oh, it doesn't look weird. It doesn't look bad or anything like that. It just looks a bit different." But yeah. Which is, you know, it is what it is, but it's yeah, it's quite a funny situation to be in, really, to have people reacting to, you know, wearing glasses and all that kind of thing. Because I remember at school, well, obviously when I was at school, I was supposed to wear glasses, and I didn't. I just refused. I was supposed to have like reading glasses and all that kind of stuff because I was getting migraines and all that. Because apparently I was using computers too much. Ha! What do you into that one? Yeah? Using computers too much in the 90s. And I was already getting bullied at that point, so I just decided to not wear glasses. I thought I'd just keep them away. That way I wouldn't get bullied. Or that, at least they wouldn't bully me for that specifically. And then, you know, but then it's one of those things where just being used to, you know, wearing them. And then, you know, it's just nice to sort of not really care what people think about me wearing glasses, because I'm obviously too old and long in the tooth to really worry about that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just a bit weird. I wasn't quite expecting that sort of reaction of you know, me wearing, you know. But yeah, it's kind of a strange one. I've also started. I usually wear black jeans. I like black jeans and all that kind of thing. And I wore blue jeans the other day. Huh. Not for a raw, but the shock from people. Oh, I've never seen you wear blue jeans before. Yeah, I guess it's just weird. People get used to things being a certain way, I suppose. But yeah, that's not really that much of a surprise, really, because you know, if I do 99% of the time wear black jeans when I'm out and about, then it's understandable. But yeah, it's just weird how people react sometimes, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, waffling on about a lot of shit. Probably time I should go. If you want to support the podcast, don't forget to support me through all the links. Go to carlversusreality.com. All the links are there for all the social media stuff. Yeah, just takes a few seconds. Just on TikTok and YouTube and all that kind of thing. Get among it. Yeah, get among it. And yeah, anyway, thank you for joining me for this, and I'll be back again next time. So yeah, take care of yourselves, and ta-ta.